I will try to do something interactive so that if you're very quick on your keyboard, you could also do it yourself. Maybe start a few things. Then just go to tropo.com if you want that experience. And anyway, there will be some resources. We do labs. Then you'll be able to work on it later. But if you wish, sign on tropo.com and you can try to follow what I'll be doing. And purpose here, and if you got a phone, you should call that number. That's a lot of fun. I'll do it right now. Purpose of the session is how to build advanced bots. I work at Cisco. I'm an evangelist. It means I have a lot of time to play with bots and code in all languages. Yeah, I go to several countries. I do a lot of conferences. I spend the day building bots, and that's a great job. Now, what's important for me now is to share with you my experience, but also to get your feedbacks. I would like it to be interactive for the last part, so that you say, hey, I tried that, it didn't work, or I think we are just at the beginning of something with bots. Everybody speaks about bots, but there's a lot of difficulties there. I will show you the easy part, and then we can discuss the hard part. Who has experience with bots? Here? Some? A Slack bot you did? I guess, I heard. Any other people have experience with bots? Okay, not yet. Okay, then I will give you the dirty details then of what's coming up. Okay, my name is Stève Sfartz. If you like the talk and want to know more, I'm at Stève Sfartz. Yeah, easy on Twitter. And on GitHub, my GitHub is Object is Advantage. There's always a lot of resources here because whatever I do, I try to push it to GitHub public. Okay, then feel free to join the conversation. Then, let's start. Let's call this number, if you haven't done it yet. It's free. It's an Italian number. And I just dial it. Ringing. Good sign.
Welcome to CodeMotion 2016. It is now 2:16 p.m. in Milan. Here are the next 10 activities. Monarch. Google's planet scale monitoring infrastructure this Friday at 15:10.
Okay.
Dial 1 to receive more details by SMS, 2 for next activity, and 3 for previous activity.
1.
Got it. Sending you more details by SMS.
Okay.
Moving to next activity.
And now I got my SMS coming. You see? Then here, what I have. In JavaScript, simple code I'm going to show you. I have built my own machine that can answer the phone, speak, send SMS back to the person that is calling by fetching the number. And the person can send back some text. I can get the text and start a conversation via SMS. All that in a few lines of code of JavaScript, less than 10 lines. And it speaks the real agenda of CodeMotion. Then, this is what it is about. Let me explain you the several steps. It's only about APIs. Do you know about REST APIs? REST APIs? Everybody knows about REST APIs? Okay, then we're good. I won't teach you anything about REST API. Get, put, post, delete. That's it. HTTP, done. Okay. Then here, what we do is we will get our own phone number with Tropo, a phone number in any country in the world. We will pick Italy to make it simple. Here we will have some JavaScript hosted on Tropo. It will answer welcome message, welcome to CodeMotion, several language, okay, benvenuti a CodeMotion in Milano, Mio italiano non è buono. Okay. Mon français est vraiment meilleur. But today I speak English. Then when you dial 1, we will capture the input of the user. It can be a 2, a 3, or 4, maybe a large phone number. You could even dial 10 digits. And then we get that, and then we send an SMS back. But the voice is still going on. Then we will fork a new session. That's the kind of interaction. Several conversations going on with on your phone at the same time. From the cloud, from the Tropo platform. The same script is doing that. Then the user can answer, and a lot of things happens. Then I have a bot that is working in a room, and we'll see that later. But the most important part is in real time, when you do that, we can log messages, and we can also call other APIs somewhere, okay, on the internet. Then your code is running, and you go call some APIs, get some data, and you answer back to the user what is going on right now. Okay? Then let's see how that works. How we build that voice machine. And I will give you some brief information about Tropo, because I think it's a great tool. We will just scratch the surface today, but if you like it, just go to the details. I love this technology. It's a cloud API. It's an easy way to work with the phone. That's it. Any phone in the world. How does that work? The Tropo team has been in business for 8 years. They have been bought by Cisco a year ago. And since then, now we are installing in Europe. Then we will be working with tropo.com, but you can go to tropo.eu, and you will be running in a European data center, which can be good for some companies. Okay? And you'll have also phone numbers in. It takes more time to register because we want your address for regulations when you're in Europe, because there's a lot of regulation to give you phone numbers in different places. When you go to tropo.com, you don't need to give an address. You get an account right away, and you can start working. There's no regulation there, okay? It's just, yeah, there's regulation, but much more open than in Europe. Then go to tropo.com when you want to start, and when you get serious, go to tropo.eu. You'll be hosted in Europe. It's the same infrastructure. It's just you need to give you information, personal information, phone number, address, etc. You can code in any language. You choose a language, and we have added functions so that when you write your script, you can do something like that. Say, hello world. What does it do? It speaks, hello world. That's it. As easy as that. What if you want to play an audio file? Because you want to play some music while the person is waiting. Or maybe you don't like the voice, hello world, you say it's too robotic. You want your little daughters or little sons to say, happy birthday to you, dad. You record it, you put it in the internet, and you can play it whatever you want. Okay, I'm traveling, I got an happy birthday from my kids. Okay, with their voice. Another one. This is when you call, but the machine, your code can call someone. Then you just say call, a phone number, wherever on the planet. Okay, landline or mobile phones, we don't care. For any people doing SIP, okay, if you do SIP, we can do SIP. Then you just put a SIP address, a public SIP address, of course. There will be a very advanced session tomorrow about video, SIP, and all those protocols. You should attend it. It's Jonathan who will be giving it. I will be there too. It's at 11:30. Okay, video, SDK for non-experts, but we will give the theory for experts and how we made it at Cisco. Then you call someone and you say something. Done. Something more advanced, you want to send an SMS. Wow, I changed my network. It's not voice, it's SMS. Okay, you got it? Then maybe asking a question. Oh, it gets more difficult. 3 lines of code. Ask. What do you ask? You give the choices, and when you say, and the result gets injected by the platform. Result.value is just a value of what the person has just chosen. And it can be something you dial, something the person speaks. We've got recognizers in 16 languages. It can recognize Si, Senor. It can recognize whatever you want. And synonym. Italian does it, yeah. Italian, French, English. Major languages are in there. Then, easy way to create an interaction, okay, by voice or dialing. Or you can do both. Dial, one, And if there's a lot of noise, you just say dial and voice. You can choose. Recording. Maybe interesting to get a recording for regulations, maybe. Or maybe because you want, oh, I built my own voice machine. When people call my home, they can put a message. And they say, who do you want to leave a message to? To Jeanne, to my wife, to Stève. And then I get the recordings there. Oh. Is it better? Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy. If it's better for you, that's perfect for me. Then here, see, you can record the recording at the end. You can choose a format, and you can put it via FTP, or we can HTTP post it. We can send it to Amazon, for example, if you want to keep it for a long time. And then what do you do with the recording? It's either you keep it for regulation reasons, or maybe you will send it to a voice recognition machine that will do a transcript. And what I like is when you leave me a message, I don't listen to my messages. It takes too much time. I don't have, just moving around, you need to call, and listen to the message and all that. You can send yourself a transcript of what the person had just said. We're in 2016. You just can build that on your own. You put the data, and it's just API. Okay? Then, this is the theory. You can decide when you start recording, you stop recording. Yeah. Then, this is Tropo. Cisco provides numbers in countries all over the world. Of course, when people call it, it's free. But you are the owner. You pay per call. It's a quarter cents in, and I think it will depend on the country. Okay, it's a. Oh, the person that calls never pays. It's you building the app that pay per call. Yeah, and as you're a developer, you can try it for free. But when you go to production, you will need to put your card in there, and it will cost a few cents. If you have success, it will cost you euros, a few euros, Some people spend thousands of euros to Cisco every month because they send millions of SMS with the platform. Then everything can be both ways. Inbound means you receive. Outbound, Tropo sends. Or two ways. Yeah, we do speech recognition. You know all that. That scales. It's free for developers. And support is free. Then when you come home, you don't understand something, you just ask by email or by IRC. And it's cloud managed. It scales. It scales crazy. You can have everybody at CodeMotion could call the number all together. We would scale to 3,000 calls simultaneously. If you go over 200 simultaneously, you have to warn us so that we put you on a dedicated server. Otherwise, you're on the shared service. It's 200 communications simultaneously maximum on the shared service. 42 countries, 80 languages. Then, how do we build that? Two things to do. First, we pick a phone number. Second, we connect to script. Let's do that. For the people who decided to try it live, you've already got a tropo.com account, an account on tropo.com. Here is the experience. Let's do it live. This is Tropo. You can sign in. Yep. And once signed up, you will want to create an application. Apps create an application. And sorry, the resolution is very, very small. Here's my account number on Tropo. If you want to send SMS, this will cost us money. Of course, we need to send SMS all over the world. Okay, and I will need to activate you. Then just reach to us. We've got Code Labs there. You'll be activated. You'll be able to send SMS. But receiving a call, it's okay. We give it for free for developers. And receiving SMS is free too. as your career is already paying. It's you. You've got your monthly fee to your service provider. Then you create your application, and there, what you put in there is my awesome app. Scripting means it's a script. API, web API is something more advanced. If you want Tropo to connect to an enterprise application, and you don't want the script to run on Tropo, you want to handle all the scalability and all that. Usually, I like scripting better, and if I need to communicate with my enterprise, I build an API at my enterprise. And Tropo scripting calls the API. That's what I did for this example. And then a phone number. This is where you will pick Italy, hop, and it says, okay, where do you want that phone number? And you pick it there, Roma, and it gives you one later. But here, you will also need to put a script. And when I do my first script, I just do say, hello. You give it a name, first script, .js. My script I will call. The script is hosted on Tropo, and I asked him a number in Rome. I create my app. Now I will have a phone number. I have a script attached to it. I can start calling. You need to give it a few seconds, sometimes a few minutes, for the phone number to be provisioned on the back end, everything to be connected, and then it's straight away. Then do that, and we'll try it later. Here is my phone number. And yeah, that's it. You're done. Back to the presentation. Yeah. Then that's what we did. We chose. When you choose a phone number, you can choose a phone number for voice. Oh, the first one for who it works wins something. Then just tell me when you hear your awesome hack. When you choose a phone number, it can be voice or text or both. Depends on the country. In some countries, we provide only voice or only text or both. Okay. Excuse me? In Italy, we provide voice by default. We can send SMS to you from anywhere in the world. And what I did in the demo, I sent them from US. You can send from Canada. The problem is if people want to respond, okay, then they will need to pay for the Canadian. Then if you have a very, very large amount of traffic, we could have SMS in Italy, but there's very complicated to do due to regulation. Then if you're in that case, you want two ways communication with SMS, just connect with your Cisco representative. And for test, you can just go to US. Just everything is open. And then I've built something pretty advanced. If you want to try it, it's there. bit.ly.milan 2016 1. If you get in there, I will show you the code. Then this is where you'll go. On my GitHub, CodeMotion. This is the Tropo IVR you're listening to. Okay. Then all these are reusable libraries. We don't care about what's in there. The real stuff happen here. Here we say, yeah. Say, welcome to CodeMotion. We choose a voice, English voice by default. When you get home, if you want to translate it, you just say benvenuto, and you choose a voice. I think it's Alice. Alice is one of the Italian voices, and you can pick one in the documentation. And then you ask something. It's in there. I ask, and then I give choice 0, 1, 2, 3. DTMF means dial tone only, because as I'm in a room, I don't want, if someone shouts, I don't want my demo to be broken. But it can be both or only voice. you choose. How many times you try until you've got a good answer? You can put synonyms in there. It could be 0, you write it. 1, or you say cancel or sell. Sell. Cook. Whatever you want, you put in there. And you can put synonyms. Then if you say cook, it could answer 0. And then you got the value. And the timeout for all that to happen. Yeah, that's it. But the good part is that part. This is my favorite. It's in the middle of all that, here, of all that code. I am in a voice, and then I say, now I call a number, and I put that in a new session. Then I'm already on the phone, and I start a new session by calling. Who am I calling? Am I calling the current call? I take the current call on the voice, I get the caller ID, it's your phone number. And then I create a new session on SMS network. And I take this session, and on it, I say something, and then I hang up. This is the way I send an SMS. Nice? Ready to play? We've got 3 labs in the room, just there. 15 minutes each. You can do it step by step. I won't spend more time on this. Just, I said everything. And the labs. Create a voice machine, mix voice and SMS. I like this one. The IVR says enter your phone number. You pick your number. You give your phone number. Okay. It picks the digits in the event value, and it sends an SMS to the phone number you were typing. That's one of my favorite. And this one, you give him a CSV file with 3, 4, 5 phone numbers. It reads the file and sends SMS in a batch. That's fun too. It reads the file and sends SMS. That's very, very good for companies. I used to work for an education company. We had 3 million users. It was students and parents. And what happens if there's a problem with the school or with transportation, there's a strike, there's something, you just want to warn all those people, and you don't want to call them. And your teacher or people they're busy people, you know. Then what are you supposed to do? Just do automation, and it's about APIs. Then, in real time, I was doing ChatOps. ChatOps is to use chat, messaging, to run your operations, like DevOps. I will see you what it means. It means that inside Spark, this is a very, very small window. Inside Spark, let's put it there. Spark is a tool to do chat and video and calls all together. Any of you use WhatsApp? Okay, then think of WhatsApp, but for the enterprise. Free for users. And the video is integrated in the tool, which means that in any room, I can press one button, and I get a video call starting, which is good because you start chatting and then say, hey, I want to talk to you. You press a button, you speak. Okay? And it's secured from end to end. It's enterprise ready. Okay? You can even use your own keys as an enterprise. And it's not only HTTPS, SSL from end to end, but it can be your own keys. And even Cisco doesn't know what's in there. That's the security we provide. And then in there, here what I did, let me see. See there? I was calling, 20 minutes ago. Okay. And when I started, and I said, it's not me, it's someone else. I spoke the message to someone else. Oh yeah, this is me. And I asked for SMS. And you are the other one. Okay. And then I have another room. Then I send that through an API to the room. And This is just REST calls. What you can also do, CodeMotion, is to add a bot in a room. Then let's see this room. If you answer back to the bot, the bot texts SMS. If you give your email back, you respond with an SMS to the same number that you were text, then you will go to US if you chose US as a number. The application will add you to that room inside Spark. And see here the list of people. These are the people in the room. Then if you try that, you will get activated on Spark, as it's free, and you will see your name coming, and you'll be in the room. This is the way to, I'm often at an event, and I want to engage a conversation with you. But how do we do? We're in the same place, but there's no way to connect. Then what about I give you a phone number, you text an SMS to that number with your email, and now we get connected in a room. I can give you pointers, we can start chatting. It's what I call a SMS bridge. That can be useful in your everyday life. Okay, think of it, how do you start a conversation with someone? Then, in there, I can add a bot. One or more people were already, is already there? Oh yeah, he's already there. Okay, then if the bot is already there, I can talk to him. Give me the next event at Cisco DevNet. DevNet is Cisco developer program. Okay, it's free. 40,000 people over there. Free resources, and you can have guided labs to do step-by-step tutorials, learn about technology, APIs, or maybe even play with cameras, networking. If you're interested in networking, we provide all that for free. Okay, Cisco Developer Network. And if you go to the labs, you'll be able to run some labs. And if you register, as you register on DevNet, you'll get a goodie. And that is nice. Plugs, USB plugs, anything to load your mobile phone. Here comes the next 5 events. But let me, the bot took some time to load. It's because it's hosted on AeroQ. Who uses AeroQ here? Some of you? I like AeroQ. It's a cloud platform. It's free by default. The only difficulty is when you use a free dinos, they're called, it takes 30 seconds to wake up. That's the reason why my bot was taking time to wake up. But once it's wake up for 30 minutes. Then now if I type something again, I will get instant feedback. Cisco DevNet now, he says, hey, look at that. He knows what's coming up now. It's just the same technology. I receive a message, I go and get an API, and I give the answer to the system, just through APIs. Okay. How do we build that now? You need code samples. You want to go further. Then Cisco Spark API is pretty easy. I'm looking at the time. And when does that finish, the session?
Still 5 minutes more.
How much?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay. I won't go into those details then. Okay. You'll go to Cisco Spark, you'll learn the API, you can go to the labs, and you can play with them. If you like this bot, you'll be able to go to the code samples. Here, you go to CodeMotion Milan 2016, and you will have the code to build the own bot and take them during the labs. What I wanted to talk with you about is how did I build that? Where did I start from? What was the history? I started from going to the CodeMotion Conference page, where you have the schedule. And then I contacted Andrea Ferlito, okay? And he gave me a JSON payload. And from this JSON payload, it was a JSON payload of the program. Okay. But what do you do with JSON? I needed to have more intelligence. I mean, you know, I said, what's going on now? What's going on next? Okay, then I needed to build a REST API for that. Then the REST API is available here, CodeMotion, API, HeroQ, see it here? And if I type now, I will just have learn, oh, okay, good, it's our session, perfect. Oh, it's a lab we are having there with the room. If you want to build that and are interested, you can go to this address, CodeMotion Milan, and here you'll have all the code to do the REST API at CodeMotion, and it explains you that it's here and how it works, how to build the Tropo machine, how to create your account, the architecture, and most of the code is in there. Activity controller. See there, those pieces of code, and you answer what's going on now. You pick, yeah, it's just code. You pick the current date, and then you sort the JSON, and you respond. Then it's not complicated, that part. But you have to think, if I have data, how do I make them easily accessible? You don't want to compute that on the device. You want your API to give you the right data right away. Okay, then start thinking about, I have my data, how does I expose them? Second part was, if you think of it, once you have a REST API, you free your data. It means that anybody can innovate with it. And Andrea, I told him, I'm going to build something from your JSON data. And he gave them to me. And then that was a good opportunity, you know, because CodeMotion, they didn't need to buy any professional services. Just someone takes your data. You don't know what it's going to do with your data. It's innovation, okay? They're going to scale your data. They're going to get value added. And you have got all that for free. Then, in my opinion, the only risk when you do your data is to create value out of them. Okay. Then some people, and I'm pretty sure you guys have more ideas than I have about what you could do with data, because so many experiences you have, so many skills, okay? Then just free your data. That's the message, yeah. My bot journey, to build this bot, if I go to that link, you will see that it's only a few. When you create your first bot, you create an API. Have you done some Express code? Express is a Node.js framework to do APIs. Then it's pretty complicated to get the message, understand the HTTP request, get the value in there. And then if you build a few bots, that's what I did. If you go to this address, you'll see bots. And then I said, yeah, I have to take care of these notifications. How does I get the command? /now. I have to remove Cisco DevNet before because it's the name of the bot. You know, it's just a lot of code. And then if you go that way, you realize that you'd better build your own framework to do the bot logic. And there was a study a short time ago about what are your favorite frameworks for developers that develop bots. And I don't know if you have a favorite framework to develop bots. As you don't have a lot of experience here, maybe I will show you the results. A lot of participants said, look at that. They built their own framework. That's impressive, okay? But then you have BotKit and Microsoft Bot Framework. I think those two are good. I tried them. But it means that we are still in the infancy. It is the starting of those bots. It means that the technology is not mature enough. Because when you want to build a web API, you're not going to rebuild everything from scratch. You take Express, you can Sails, you can take Fizzers, Node.js. There's a lot of frameworks to build web APIs. For bots, I can tell you it's still the beginning. Okay, then there's a lot to learn. Picking the right framework, it's infancy. Then maybe you will be tempted. It's interesting. When I was on my way to build my bot, I learned a lot of things. And what I learned is the more you want your framework to be automated, the more you need to take options. And there are a few things missing today, I think. It's a lot about metadata. What about that bot I was running? Who wrote it? Okay. Who wrote that bot? Is it free? How can I access the code? What is the license to use it? This is what I call metadata. And I haven't found any regulation there. It's only you go to various vendors, WhatsApp, Cisco Spark, and you enter your bot informations, but there's no global directory of bots. Then what I ended doing, for example, here was doing, hey, give me information about you. And there, you've got the author, who is that author, and where's the code, what does it do? Okay, sorry, the window is really small here. Then this is something, when I was taking about infancy, this is something you'll have to give by yourself. And to finish then, final message is, the next steps are a lot about conversations, getting the context. What has the user said before? Maybe he's ordering a pizza. Okay, which flavor? Okay, you have which size? And you want to remember to store all that context. This has to be in your framework also. And maybe natural language processing. I want to order a pizza. I don't want to write /order pizza. Okay, this is natural language processing. Conversations, starting them. Including them, sub-conversation. Which flavor? Oh, I don't know. Okay, then this is the flavor, etc., etc., etc. And then you come back and you continue the flow. Sub-conversations, inner conversation. That's really interesting because it is asynchronous. You need to keep all that. And the good part of it is that we've got, I tried the BotKit one, and it's called Udio also, the company who built it, and Microsoft one. Those two, they have pretty good conversations in there. But I guess there will be a lot more coming. And for NLP, there are some companies that are now specialized to do natural language processing. You can call them. You can call the API with a string of text, and they tell you what it means inside. I want to order pizza. They will be able to answer, order pizza. You're good. Okay. Natural language processing. You'll be interested in that. Oh, that's a lot for today. Did it suit what you wanted to learn? Okay. If you want to know more, there are some. I have some concerns, but we can discuss that after the talk about OAuth. I think it's not rich enough. I think the code of conduct, what will the bot do with my information? I think it's not well defined yet. And then it's just a bot is a web API. You receive a message, you answer. Then you have to protect it, you have to secure it, a lot of things around that. Then that's it. If you want to play with bots, at DevNet we've got a Sparkers community. You can have all the resources to learn step by step. You can take the labs over there. You can discuss, you can chat. And DevNet will be happy to have you as developers. We like helping people ramp up, and then you can push your creations, what you did, and share with others, give visibility to your work. We've got people in Italy, they can also help you. Or you can join a hackathon maybe. Yeah, it's a conference. We also do hackathon. You can come and you can hack for a weekend, and maybe win a prize if your team does good. I think it's a good way. If you have never taken any hackathon, it's a good way to gain some experience because you have some mentors. You try to achieve something in 2 days. That's something that can be really good for you. Then I do a lot of hackathons. I suggest you join one day or another. Just follow Cisco Italy, and you'll get information. Anna Testa, Enrico Mercadante, all the team, they are just there. They can help you find the right resources, and you can join the Cisco hackathon maybe soon or later. We'll meet again. Thank you very much, guys.